This week I received quite the YouTube comment critiquing my work, and it made me realize something. It made me realize that there is a reason a lot of pastors are terrible YouTubers.
But I like to take people into a sermon like we're going on a nature hike. And so we're going into the forest, and at some point during the sermon, for whatever reason, what gets me excited is that you're like, where are we? I really like that. Because I think that builds interest. I think it builds tension. I think it builds
This is great.
low-level frustration. And what you're frustrated at, you will focus on.
Wow.
I'm gonna block out this guy's name because we actually talked about it. There is no bitterness in my heart at all. I think he was legitimately trying to help, but it's actually a stylistic difference. Here's what he said. He says, I don't watch all your videos all the way through because I'm not sure what I'm going to get from them. Sometimes the title intrigues me, but then you don't tell me what's coming, so I'm unsure of what I'm watching for and what to expect. I like the content you are discussing, but I'm afraid that at the end of the video, I'll miss your point because I haven't watched enough content to understand your context. A short and simple explanation of where you are going and what question I'll get the answer to will give me a reason to stick around. Come on, man, answer. What's up?
Hey Trey, can you say hi?
Hey Ezra, how are you, buddy? Do you remember that whole inductive versus deductive, how confused we were by that?
Yeah, that was like the entire year of our preaching.
Why were we so confused? Was it just the way it was explained?
I don't know, we might have just been dumb too. We were like sophomores in college, so maybe it was a lot simpler than it seemed.
Which style do you like better?
I am more, make sure I get this right now after a year of I am more, deductive is when you say it and then explain it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm more deductive.
Gotcha. I think I like inductive. I like setting up the problem and then like you just trying to stay around a little bit longer to figure out the solution.
I think that's probably the way that's most engaging when it's done well.
But you have to be a good communicator, huh? On either direction, really.
Yeah, if you just do it, if you do it poorly, I think it's more confusing. But if you do it well, I think it pulls people in and helps them engage with you and stick with you. If it's something you genuinely don't know, then going on a journey can be really. If you're asking the same questions that they are, I think that's really captivating.
And so YouTube, you can really succeed. Here's the 5 things you're gonna learn coming up. You do the 5 thing and you close. But for me, that is just not how I am wired. Many times in my sermons, these points build off each other. It's definitely going towards the same goal. But anyways, it's just a lot to think about. And I think it's one reason why some pastors are terrible YouTubers, because you have to have that authority. Your people, you've gained their trust. It's really hard to quickly gain trust here on YouTube and make people stick around. I won't get some certain viewers because they just don't trust me, but I don't want to create that list type of channel. It just sucks the life out of me. Also, I love movies and television shows that don't explain everything to me. I can connect dots. I am smarter than that. Quit trying to say I'm dumb and say, by the way, did you know the lesson here? I don't know.
Because here's the problem with circular communicators. You get all the way into the forest and everyone's like, we don't know where we are, but our leader certainly knows where we are. And here's what happens with people sometimes who aren't gifted to speak circular and should stick to linear is they get into the forest and they're like, what do I do now? And that's been the worst nights and days of my life.
Comment below, what kind of communication style do you enjoy most? I think it's per person and we should enjoy it. I'm grateful for Francis Chan and Judah Smith. I'm grateful for JD Greer and Tim Keller. And I'm none of those. And you guys remind me all the time down in the comments.